today. About 4 years ago, was diagnosed with a generalized anxiety disorder along with a form of bipolar 2. And so it's kind of made it a little tricky over the last few years. And I found something that kind of helps me, and I wanted to share it because I figured if it's something that could help someone else, it'd be great. If you suffer from anxiety, we'll say especially, one of the things that helps me is to try to declutter where I live. I used to live in a small trailer, and it was always kind of tight quarters when there was, at the time, my husband, my daughter, and I in a small trailer. Like, the hallway was as big as me, like, kind of thing. It was very, very small for a family of 3. And when my marriage ended almost 4 years ago, my daughter and I still stayed out that trailer, and it was still kind of a struggle, even with just 2 people. I was constantly like tweaking things where they need to be, and I was trying to get rid of things and all that. But then I had the opportunity almost 2 years ago to move into my new place, which I love, and it gave me a lot more space to deal with, and I could actually put things in more of an appropriate place. Like, for example, at the trailer, my daughter's toys were always like in the living room because there really wasn't room in her room, and it wasn't necessarily because she had a huge amount of toys. There was no room. So when we moved here, I gave her the bigger room, and she has more space, and we still go through and get rid of toys every now and then. We're due to do that soon for spring cleaning. But it's allowed me to put things where they should go. I mean, again, at one point I had a dresser out in the living room because it wouldn't fit in the bedroom, and it was small. I mean, it suited us for the time, and luckily I liked my landlords, too, so that kind of worked out. We had a lot of land to play in, but the trailer itself was small, and it just never felt like I could keep it up with it. It was just, you clean really good one day, and the next day it looked like you didn't do nothing. So when we moved in here, I wanted to change my mindset, and I try to clean more. I make sure dishes don't go more than 2 days, and they only go 2 days if I really didn't use a lot of dishes the day before. Then I might let them go one more day, but typically I try to do them like every night. Wash them, put them away in the morning when they're dry, or dry them and put them away right then. I'm trying to constantly get rid of stuff because I notice I have more anxiety, like attacks and stuff, if I'm around clutter. And a good example is I've gone into friends' houses that can be messy, so I guess and I can walk in and all of a sudden I can feel my anxiety getting high because there is such a mess, and I just want the urge to like pick it up for them, because I don't want to live in clutter anymore. I lived in clutter before. I don't want that. So like I'm constantly kind of trying to get rid of stuff. My daughter and I have a donate bin upstairs, so whenever she comes across anything, clothes, toys, books, any of that she no longer wants, they can go in the donate bin, and I do the same thing with my stuff. And when that's full, I bag it up, I take it to a thrift store, or I donate it to somebody else and just get rid of it so it doesn't stay in my house too long, hopefully. But I just wanted to share this because if you suffer from anxiety, it's not fun. It's not. I mean, sometimes you just don't have control as much as you'd want. Even if you're taking a medicine, I mean, I'm on a medicine, but it doesn't always 100% work. I mean, certain things trigger it more than others, and I'm learning what triggers it and learning how to handle those better. Another thing is asking for help more if I need it, and not being ashamed to ask for help, or even to talk about the fact that I have anxiety with people, whether they're strangers or friends, because it is a real condition and people need to take it seriously. And this is just one way I deal with it, which is just getting rid of clutter. And if you're looking for a great YouTube channel, a couple of them that I kind of follow are Clean My Space and Clutterbug. I'll try to put links down below in the description so you can go check their channels out. They're great. I love Clutterbug. She's funny, and I think offers very practical advice for kind of decluttering your life. Clean My Space, again, does kind of the same thing, and great cleaning tips if you're looking for some. And it helps. Like, as you can see behind me, I decided to film by my laundry room because I have bins above me, and they're actually labeled with what should go in them, like paper towels, cough drops. And that helps me. Like, when I come back with groceries and I know that I have cough drops and I have paper towels, boom, I know right where they go so that they're not just hanging around. My place is not 100% perfect. It's not 100% clean, but it is a lot more manageable. When I walk into my home now, I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to come home. And I think that's so important, whether you have anxiety or not, is to be able to walk into your home and feel that you are home. And I did that because I was getting rid of stuff. I was organizing things. I'm trying to clean more than I probably used to do and get rid of messes and really think of what needs to be in my home, what needs to be stored differently. Instead of storing it, say, in my bedroom, maybe I take the time, I sort through it, and I have a storage room off of my bedroom. So I'm utilizing that better so that decorations, things like that, get put away, and it just makes it so much easier. And I have a loom knitting channel, so I have a lot of yarn, and I keep them in my storage room in totes. I don't leave them out as much because it just gets overwhelming. So So again, if you suffer from anxiety, one of the best things you can do for yourself is take a look around. Is there something in your home that you could change that could make you feel a little less anxious? Your home should be a place that when you walk in, it brings you peace, not stress. And if you can't look around and see, and feel relaxed in your own home, your anxiety is going to just keep building. So that's just one of my tips for dealing with anxiety. I may share more that I do. If you're kind of interested in how I kind of cope with my anxiety and that, leave a comment down below or hit the like button, and I'll try to do more of these types of videos. It is really hard to kind of put myself out there personally. There's things about me physically I don't like. So getting in front of the camera is always a challenge, especially with having anxiety. But I enjoy kind of helping people. I enjoy the loom knitting that I do. So I kind of have different coping mechanisms I kind of use to help manage my anxiety. And again, this is one of them. So if you want to see more videos like this where I kind of talk about more personal things, hit that like button and comment down below.